And here we are again, another month, another Perfect World mobile video covering not only the game itself, but also its most recent update. I am a huge Perfect World fan, having dedicated 2 years to Perfect World International when I was a teen. So not only being able to play this game again, but also being paid as an actual job to play it, dude, that is killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I get to pursue this as a job and I get to relive my childhood. It's insane, especially with it looking as good as it does, and my god does this game look good. So yeah, if it wasn't already evident, then this video is sponsored by the people behind Perfect World Mobile. If you want to go ahead and play the game, then all you need to do is use my handy dandy little link in the description below. So this update in specific adds with it 2 different things. I plan on tackling them separately, but first let's discuss the Vulpine, Perfect World Mobile's equivalent to the Venomancer class. If you've ever played Perfect World International, then you'd know exactly what the Venomancer class was. One of the deadliest things you would find out in the open world on PvP servers. They would always be accompanied by a Phoenix pet and would just deal ridiculous amounts of damage. If you saw a passing Phoenix, you would turn and you would run the other direction because they were truly fearsome. And on the PvE side of things, we had the Hercules pet. It was actually nearly as good a tank as barbarians were. Nearly being the keyword here. Poor guy would still die in dungeons to 2 difficult bosses. The Vulpine race and class has 2 separate forms, her beast form and her humanoid form. She's also the only class that can tame companions to take into battle with you, making her a much more unique class than any other in-game. Perfect World Mobile has absolutely beautiful character models and an incredibly detailed character creator, providing you the ability to create the little furry goddess of your dreams. And the attention to detail put into the new Vulpine class is very apparent. Like her male untamed brother, the Barbarian, you're capable of customizing her beast form. You can increase and decrease the size of her legs, chest, head, and choose the color fur you'd like to have. I want it to be a silver fox, honestly, because they're some of the awesomest looking foxes ever, but unfortunately, the default chosen for me was red. So, you know, I was a red fox, much to my dismay. Not that I can complain, I still got to run around nipping at people's feet, begging for scraps, and then ripping into them. Speaking of combat, the new Vulpine class has 2 different forms, your humanoid form and your beast form, allowing for 2 separate attack styles. Your humanoid form, the form with which you will spend the vast majority of your time, takes on the role of a long-range mage, being able to fire various types of elemental attacks at enemies from a safe distance. You also possess the ability to heal your companion. Wait, let me talk about this real quick. The Vulpine class is a class that has a capability of taming monsters you find out in the open world. This is something unique only to the Vulpine. As I mentioned, the Hercules and Phoenix were just 2 of the tameable monsters in Perfect World International, and I hope to see both of them along with many more in Perfect World Mobile. Now, healing your pet is something that you're no doubt going to be required to do unless your tiny little loyal buddy fall victim to an enemy and limit your ability to progress. Then you have your beast form, which is contrastingly opposite to the humanoid form. See, your humanoid form utilizes magic, right? Right. However, your beast form is a close-range melee type attacker. This means that to do battle as your beast form, you're all but required to run into melee range and engage via Fang and Claw. This, of course, makes it easy if you're doing battle with a particularly stubborn enemy that won't get off of you. Same thing applies to PvP. If Blade Masters or Barbarians won't stop harassing you, you can always shift into your beast form and engage them on their own turf. All up in their face. Your beast form has its own selection of skills to choose between as well, meaning that the type of enemy you're engaged with will likely impact how you go about tackling the encounter. This gives you the ability to think about the encounter you're engaged with and how to best go about dealing with it. While you'll still be more than capable of spamming your skills in the open world using whatever form you want, dungeons are going to task you with swippy swapping between the 2 forms if you want to best complement your party. Now on the PvP side of things, I actually had the opportunity to jump into the Pinnacle and take the Vulpine for a test run. This is all being played out on an emulator and with a test version of the game, so there is an obvious lack of players to go up against. Nevertheless, I do want it known that I absolutely dominated in PvP. You would all be so proud of me. And although I don't have a Phoenix pet to aid me, I did very well with what I had access to. Next, I want to take a moment to talk about one of the game's newest additions, marriage. Yeah, you heard that correctly. In this mobile MMO, you can actually get married. If you ever played Perfect World International, this will probably come as no surprise to you. But Perfect World Mobile have already integrated marriage into the game. To marry another player, you must be level 40 and have a friendship level of 1000. Upon meeting those requirements, you can take a stamp of eternity found in the cash shop to talk to an NPC to begin the marriage process. There are varying methods of raising your friendship level, ranging from just questing together to purchasing items from the cash shop itself. So technically you start off as friends and then you end up marrying your best friend. That's actually kind of adorable and is also just like MRSSSTIX and I. Speaking of, if you're interested in coming to our wedding ceremony in-game, then be sure to click that link below and join us. Since we play this on and off, this will probably be the perfect opportunity to have people attend one. And that's pretty much everything. Perfect World Mobile is an incredibly fun game. It's beautiful, astonishingly so. Its character models are some of the best in a mobile game, period. And man, the nostalgia I get just every time I boot up this game is unreal. I never thought I would be playing Perfect World, let alone Perfect World Mobile, on and off in 2019. Seriously, if you had told me this would be the case, I'd accuse you of lying. Or being an idiot, either or. And I'll be real here with you guys, before it released, I actually had no idea that this game was even a thing. So here I am, getting the opportunity to live out my childhood playing one of the MMOs that started it all for me. But this time I get to share it with my wife and all of my fans. The new Vulpine class is an absolute blast as well. I never had the opportunity to play as a mage, and especially not a Venomancer or Vulpine, so this is pretty huge for me. The class itself is probably the most innovative and engaging class in-game thus far. I look forward to leveling as one and can't wait to see some of the characters people no doubt create. Now remember, if Perfect World Mobile looks like something that you're going to be interested in playing, you can go ahead and play with us by simply clicking the link in the description below. It is honestly, no joke, that easy. Not just that, but they're also holding a huge giveaway on their social media. On screen, you'll find the event details. Go ahead and check their social media pages to join in. But that's just my opinion, my impressions of the game. What do you guys think? Are you looking forward to playing it? Does it look exciting? Will you try out, or do you even want to? Let me know in the comments below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this and I'll see you all next time. Peace.